Today I will be showing you 2 methods to make your own satin scrunchies. Method 1. Sewing. You'll need satin cloth, scrunchies, pair of scissors, and needle and thread. We will be cutting these today in strips. I did not measure them. I just made sure that they were small strips that would be ideal for scrunchies. You could get satin cloth at any fabric store. Sometimes you could even get them for free. If you're making multiple scrunchies, you probably want to fold it like I'm doing right now. But if you're just going to make a single one or probably just a few, you don't necessarily have to fold it. Guys, it is very important that your cloth is long enough. It doesn't really matter the width, but it does matter the length. If it is not long enough, then it will not stretch along with your hair tie. With that said, you don't have to worry about buying a measuring tape. You could just eyeball it like I did. In this method, we will be sewing, so obviously you want to thread your needle and knot it off. Usually there are 2 sides to satin materials, a very shiny part and a part that is not so shiny. You want to fold your fabric in half, making sure that the shiny part is on the inside, and then you're going to take your hair tie and put it in between them. So you're going to be sewing around the hair tie. The stitching that we're going to be doing is not overly complicated. It is so simple. You're pretty much just sticking the needle in and out. You also don't want to go too close to the edge, otherwise it will fray out. I'm sure there are other stitches that will probably be neater, but this is the simplest one that I know how to do, and that will probably be simpler for you to catch on to. If you want your stitches to be neater, what you can actually do is to just stitch all of them close together. So the closer you bring your needle back, it will be the closer the stitches will be, and therefore the neater each stitch. When you get to the end of the fabric, you want to make sure that you tie it off properly. If you don't do this, it will loosen out. So when you get to the ending part, you could just do a few close stitches, not in any particular order, because what you want is to just knot it off to secure the knot, right? So you just keep doing a few stitches at the end and then you knot it off. So guys, remember how we put the satin part on the inside? Now we want it to be on the outside, so we're going to have to flip it so that the stitches do not show. This is not really hard, it just takes a little bit of patience. So you're just going to be flipping it. Oh, and one more thing, the tighter you do, or the smaller the width of the fabric is, the harder it will be to come back through the other end. The larger it is, the easier it is. So that's just a point to note. Now that you have successfully completed your stitching work, there is a little space in between and you're wondering how to close that up. Pretty easy. You're going to just be tucking one end on the inside of the other one and then sewing it up. Be careful not to stitch the hair tie, otherwise it will not stretch. The stitching that we're doing right here is the same exact stitch as what we did before. The only difference is we're doing it on the inside so it doesn't show as much. But you don't have to worry about that too much because no one will even notice. And especially if you're using the same color thread, you don't even have to worry about that. See, we're done with the first method. Method 2, hot glue gun. Method 2 requires you to have a hot glue gun. It is the same exact principle. The only difference is to seal the fabric, you are going to be using the hot glue gun. Pretty easy. Once you have folded your fabric in two with the shine part on the inside, then you can start gluing. Using a hot glue gun is easy, but if you don't do it correctly, it can make a big mess. So you want to do it in stages. Don't just go ahead and glue the entire fabric. Just do it in stages, like do a little piece and then seal that piece and then keep going until you've run out of fabric. Since it is the same exact method, you want to ensure that you glue all the way down to the end, and then you're going to be doing the same thing, tucking the outside and making it the inside. So the shine part will end up on the outside and the not so shine part will end up on the inside. And then to seal off the open space, you're just going to hot glue it. It's pretty simple. There's no additional steps or anything. You're just going to be tucking one end into the other and then gluing it off, and then you're done. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're about to try it, let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you in the next video.